Welcome to Building a New Dream, the third in a series of 12-part podcasts by the Grand Council, brought to you by Ancient Future Today.
And so we welcome every listener who is joining us for a consideration of building a new dream together, of course, individually, and more importantly, collectively, which is indeed what our topic is for this day and this podcast. It is collective. And for any and every master on your planet right now, which means all of you in sentient form, including those that are not two-legged, they are masters in their own rights, in our views, as is the planet herself, by the way, as a side note. For all of you, going forward and bringing a new dream to your planet is absolutely predicated on it being a collective dream by enough of you who are both human and other, agreeing very openly and very candidly and very transparently that indeed the dreams that you have dreamt and manifested on your planet in the past have mostly been skewed to one or another transpersonal or group or worldwide or global, or however you use these terms for yourself, dream. Now it must be a collective dream, which means, in our view, that each and every being, sentient being, is taken into consideration as the new dream is dreamt. As you decide, how are you going to play the rest of your one precious life? How are you going to express your mastery in the world? How are you going to take care of yourself, your beloveds, and all others equally? And we do not mean that we believe in a particular political philosophy or doctrine or dogma or any, in fact, if anything, we do not. What we do, though, understand is that for everyone to be optimized, everyone must have access, equal access to opportunities, to possibilities, to exploring and expressing and achieving. We will use that word. We often do not because it has so many charges around it, but achieving your potentials for a given lifetime. Often all it means is that if someone is well nourished in terms of the nutrients that they are able easily to put into their bodies and into their brains, the sort of thinking, sort of nutrients, etc., that they then are optimized in a way that they are not when they are starving. Obviously, that sounds like a no-brainer, so to speak. And yet there are many, many people starving on your planet, whilst 140 pounds of wasted food per month for an American family goes into landfills or compost heaps or down garbage disposals or just rots in the refrigerator and gets thrown out at some point. Perhaps to the pigs and the slop, that works if they will eat it. That then recycles it. And for a wealthy nation to waste so much resource and for a world not to be able to figure out how to get that resource distributed to those who need it is not part of what we would consider a collective dream. It is a collective nightmare, a collective blind spot, a collective ignoring of the facts and ignoring of the possibilities that it could be done differently, else it would be, would it not? And so it will take all of you to create the dream, to give up what you think your privileges are because you are this or that and they are that or this, and to say, what are my basic needs? What are my dreams? What are my potentials? And what are your dreams and what are your potentials? and to listen with open heart and open mind, and to consider, how do we build a new dream that is not built on the rubble of the old one, now that it has revealed itself and crumpled into lots and lots and lots of what used to be and didn't work so well for most. So it will take new listening collectively. It will take new questions. And the only way you will get better questions is if they are asked, listened to, and answered collectively. And a very simple message from us. Collective, in our view, means every sentient being, not just those who have an education in a school or university or trade school or homeschooled. Those who are living and breathing on your planet will contribute to a new dream together, or it will be an old dream revisited that you recreate. And for those of you who are involved in Ancient Future Today, we are very happy to advise you that we are all working for the new dream. So if you find yourself out of place, by all means, go find your peer group elsewhere. And if you are excited to finally be home with those who are thinking and dreaming in the same ways that you have been longing to do, by all means, consider yourself part of the collective we are addressing. We exclude no one. Those for whom this energy, this intention, this dream does not fit, will choose to be collective elsewhere. And that is a good thing too, for endless possibilities are how the multiverse is organized. So there cannot be one dream fits all. If this dream fits you, please stay tuned, for we will be talking about communal and collaboration next in the next 2 podcasts. And they are part of a 12-part podcast series called Building the Dream, which is 1/3 of 3 parts of how to navigate chaos. We are so pleased you are here. We are pleased to be in a collective sort of moment with all of you. And until we have the pleasure and the honor of that again in other new and exciting ways, we ask you to go about your ways and your days, knowing you are never alone. You never have been and you never will be alone. And now you can consciously be part of a collective, whether it is this one or another one, matters not at all, really. What matters is that you are part of, rather than apart from, a collective new dream. Go well with every blessing. And for now, adieu.
Thank you for listening. Please join us for future podcasts on this same channel.